Hey everybody, happy to be here and happy to see you on my channel. Today I would like to talk with you guys about different experiences and different choices that we make when it comes to choose the kind of experience we're going for. And today in particular, I would like to talk about the question I've been asked to make a video about for quite some time, and that is comparison the website experience or actually getting out there. Doing the websites, searching the web, getting hooked on pictures of attractive Ukrainian girls, or actually get out there. If you guys ever watched my videos before, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Of course, I'm going to say get out there and have a real experience. I'm super excited because in July that's exactly what we're doing. We have a little group and tour that I am advising, kind of guiding of men that just want to explore and see the country and meet some real people and have conversations and go places. And I really think that any time of the day, if you have any possibility to travel, we should choose that over the websites. When I talk to men and they share the challenges they have and things that they do, and really how much time and money they are spending on the websites. Very often it can be several round trips or at least one round trip in a year. Does it really worth it to spend your evenings, spend your free time endlessly chatting, and I've heard that 90% of people who are actually on the websites and learning about the culture and trying to date never get on a plane. And guys, I understand that it's not a cheap trip, just the stay and the airfare and all that is can be pretty pricey. But the thing is, sorry, my tripod. But the thing is, if you think about it, if you save your money during the year by not spending a couple $100, on average people spend from about 50 to several $100s a month on a dating websites. And guys, there are ways to save money, there are ways of extra income that's going to be coming in my other videos, but I want to bring the main point. The main point is that the agency thing, the dating thing online, the level of being scammed is so extremely high that it's like it's almost a surprise when you aren't getting scammed. And of course, guys, we have Facebook, we have some language sites, we have some interest sites, we have some maybe better quality dating sites. But when you deal with the agency, when you pay for the letters, when you have all these interpreters, and when you have all this communication through the paid website deal, I mean, it just takes away the beauty of real communication. And I just want to also say that the most complaints I've been getting with the last, I would say, like 5-6 months, is that looks like people have communication, then they talk through interpreter and there is some interest, and then you make a trip and the girl, out of 10 days, she has 2 days to see you, and also she's not terribly interested. She shows up with interpreter, so make sure you have no intimate time, no time to really connect. And usually it's often the pictures are very different, than you hope them to be. That's a little topic that we'll talk later about the appearance. But so it's basically overall a frustrating experience. I'm going to talk about some agency experiences that some people just had. People I know, my subscribers, my clients. We're gonna talk about it in a private group because we're gonna go into detail, and some things I would like to keep private. But those guys who aren't my VIP members, I still want you, and that's a lot of, my subscribers are growing, and I just still want you to be considerate, to think about your best interest, your best experience. The worst thing you can do is to talk with a woman that doesn't speak English for 1 year. After 1 year, meanwhile you don't talk to anybody else, you only talk to this person, you barely Skype with her, she barely speaks English, she uses translator, and then you decide to fly. You have never been to Ukraine, you have nobody to help you, you fly to Ukraine for only one person for a week. That's the worst possible scenarios, and I try to talk about this with my clients. And some of you guys think that if you talk to more than one lady on internet that it's cheating, but because you consider the lady you talk to your girlfriend. And in some rare cases it's true, there are cases when there is chemistry, when there is just this mad connection, but usually it's with somebody who really fluent in English, where you can really connect on deeper level, and there is so much connection and conversations that yes, that is getting there is definitely, you just can't talk to anybody else. But the majority of people have somewhat conversation, somewhat connection. I mean, it's there is no real passion, and also sometimes you're just being played, because a person that is a scammy person that gets paid from the agency, or agency gets paid, because of your communication. Very often they're just interested in a short-term gain. And this is very sad, and it's kind of, put a shade on the good women that we have in Ukraine, but they do not represent our real women. That's why I stand for real experience. Yes, you can get lucky and ran into a great person online, maybe on Tinder, maybe on Facebook, maybe on other websites, maybe it's a language site, maybe it's a travel site. You definitely can run into a great person and just build up a relationship and travel. But overall, I would say 80% is the best, probably 90%. It makes so much more sense to come, to feel, to experience, to have real experience, and see and check if that is really for you. Maybe you won't like it, maybe you won't want it, because as I said before, when you live in a country, you have your lifestyle, you're doing your thing, you might not even be interested. You realize it's too complicated, you just not interested. A lot of our women in Ukraine who live in a big city, like I'm from Kiev, Ukraine. When I came to Michigan, at first it was very hard for me. I was happy about other things that was happening in my life, but I looked at it and I was like very homesick and kind of shocked. I was like, where is everything? Now I'm going to Ukraine, and I'm so used to be here that I was thinking, oh my gosh, there's gonna be so many people and everybody dress up, and I have to catch up with them. Of course, I need 1-2 days to get into the mode, and I'll be fine. But now I see a lot of beautiful things about living in the United States, and about traveling the world and doing. But when you are close-minded when you don't know anything about the culture, you don't speak the language, you don't know literature, you don't know the customs, you don't know the mentality. First of all, you won't be able to even understand your person. And having real experiences, that's when real education happens. That's where real learning happens. Not so much from the books, although learning from the books is great to know, to just learn, so you can have, so the person can have a conversation because you made the research, some basics. But real great thing happened in reality. When you meet with somebody and you have instant chemistry, you have instant connection, it's the best thing in the world, and I want to hear your opinion, guys. What is for you? Are you one of those guys that kind of just sit there and getting hooked on pretty women pictures that often not that looks appealing, but you never know which, even if you're gonna meet them, you just keep sending the money, keep looking and dreaming, kind of live in this reality, and you wish you would have this lady here so you can show off, and she's attractive and stuff like that. Or you are one of those guys that like, I'm gonna have experience, I'm gonna hop on a plane, I'm gonna enjoy myself. So just a bunch of thoughts. Just I've been hurt. I've heard a lot of complaints from guys that went and met with agency girls. To me, the most frustrating thing is that the agency, like after even you met, the agency kind of still there. It's kind of very intimidating for me. I don't think I could ever have my, if I'll be in that situation, have my personal life going on through agencies. This doesn't make any sense. And you cannot say whether the girl is interested in you or she's making some money in sharing them with interpreter. So I'm just leave it out here. I vote for real experiences. Meanwhile, yeah, maybe making some friends online, maybe learning some communication, exercising, but nothing beats a real experience to me. What about you guys? Where you stand? Is it that you think you can't afford to travel, or you kind of concerned, and or is it just you just doing it for fun, just to entertain yourself? So I want to know how many of my serious guys are here. I'm gonna go into detail and talk again about the agency scam. I don't really feel too comfortable to talk about all the details, but I'm interviewing a couple of my clients that just went to Ukraine by themselves. They didn't go like so much. I helped them a little bit, but they just went to meet with those agency girls, and I have like a number of stories, and I'm just gonna share a little bit some tricks and things that some ladies do and agencies do, and some classic common lies. And I just want to separate those from wonderful Ukrainian women that are really rare. It's just such a big contrast, such a big contradiction between the real women and the women that do not have good intentions. But anyways, guys, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes here in Michigan. I'm standing in a beautiful park. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So guys, while everybody drinking, I'm making videos for you. It's a Friday. It's a Friday evening. Yeah. Well, I might have some good times today, but I do not drink, so I have more time to do good things. Bye guys, I will see you soon. Write your questions and comments. Always happy to hear from you. Thank you.